Welcome back to the Pokemon League Bowl Championship in 2026. We have had our week's break in between the season. During mid-season, we are here for Geeta taking on Ash for the second time this season. We are in the reverse fixtures now for Geeta. It is Espathra, Avalugg, Chestnut, Dragapult, Glimmora and Kingambit. For Ash, it is Dracovish, Infernape, Gliscor, Gengar, Dragonite and Mega Lucario. As we lead with Glimmora for Geeta, it's Dracovish leading for Ash. Energy Ball is a decent hit into the water and Dragon type. Fish's Wren barely misses out on the knockout against Glimmora there. Sets up the Toxic Spikes next to Toxic Debris. Power Gem isn't enough to take Dracovish down. And the Fish's Wren will finish Glimmora off, setting up another layer of Toxic Spikes there. In comes the Dragapult now for Geeta, switching into the Lucario. Is not affected, being a steel type by Toxic Spikes. Those Dragon Darts are resisted well by the Lucario. The Mega Lucario that comes out now. Dragapult still faster, is able to get the Phantom Force off and hits, avoiding Lucario's crunch, but not the second. Dragapult does take it though. Gliscor comes in, also not affected with being a flying type. And a ground typing, blocking that Thunderbolt as well. Dragapult goes for another Phantom Force, crunch will miss. Phantom Force is a decent hit into that Gliscor, which finishes the Dragapult off. Ash with a 2 Pokemon lead here over Geeta at the moment. In comes the Avalugg now. For Geeta now. Brick Break is a decent hit, but a very high physical defense from Avalugg takes it well. And Avalanche will finish Gliscor off. And Gengar, being a poison type, will remove those Toxic Spikes. Kingambit comes in, will take a Focus Blast, and will be knocked out immediately. In comes the Espathra for Geeta now. Shadow Ball is enough to take Espathra down. Ash with massive control over this game now. In comes the Chestnut. Dazzling Gleam will not be enough to take Chestnut down, but Earthquake. Gengar actually takes the Earthquake from Chestnut. Dazzling Gleam will finish it off. 2% health on Gengar there. In comes the Avalugg. Focus Blast will take Avalugg down. And Ash, everything went his way there. And Geeta just could not pick up the knockouts on Ash. Very well done. Avoiding all of the Toxic Spikes set up from Dracovish, hitting Glimmora there with the Toxic Debris. Setting up those Toxic Spikes, but Ash played around them perfectly. With Gengar eventually absorbing them. Didn't even need to in the end, because Gengar is the only Pokemon left for Ash. Is the last Pokemon left standing. All 5 Pokemon of Ash's are still up, but all 6 of Geeta's are dealt with. Ash with a massive victory here over Geeta by 5 Pokemon as we return to 2026, and the second half of the season for Geeta has not gone off to a good start, but Ash has had a flying start so far now in 2026, the second half of 2026. Ash gets a flying start with a 5 Pokemon victory over title playoff pushing Geeta.